Hey everybody, I've got some exciting news. I've recently been accepted into the Fender affiliate program, which means I have links for the Fender shop and for Fender online guitar lessons. If you use the links in the description to this video, the channel will benefit from that. So if you want to buy anything from Fender, Squire, or if you're interested in trying out some lessons, go ahead. Click those links. Helps out the channel. And as you know, I kind of like Fender. They're pretty cool. Thanks. On to the video. Hey everybody, how's it going? I know it's been a while since we've done a review. I apologize. I've been very busy with life and other things, and I've been ill. My whole family's been ill, but we're doing better now, and I figured it was time to bring you a new video. So this isn't going to be one of those long-winded, long-form reviews, because this guitar is really nothing special. If you've seen one, you've seen them all. But it is special in kind of a weird way, aesthetically. Now, normally I wouldn't recommend you buy something just because it looks cool, but this might be an exception. Today we're going to talk about the Dean Custom Zone. Basically, it's a HH Super Strat with a three-way switch and a really weird fingerboard. So I found it, as I find everything, on GuitarCenter.com. I went to electric guitars, sorted lowest to highest by price, no other filters. I do this about once a week. Sometimes you find some cool stuff in there. Found this one for under $100, and I always wanted it because it's a really cool color. So here it is. Check it out. Now, the camera and photos usually don't do it justice, but this is like, you'd almost think that there were LED lights in this guitar. It's very bright. It is very, very bright. Blindingly bright, like in a good way. This official color is called Nuclear Green, which is just awesome in my opinion. Now, as you can see, it's pretty simple. There's nothing special here. You've got 6-screw, 6-saddle, Strat style bridge. You've got a volume and a tone. You've got 3-way switch. You've got 2 humbuckers. You've got 6 tuners up top on one side. Nothing special. They're not branded or anything. On the back, you can see very thin import fare trem block. What you'd expect, something like this. Has a pretty cool neck plate with the Dean wings on it. Sadly, Dean may go away forever after that lawsuit that they lost to Gibson. So pick these kind of things up while you can, while they're still out there. And then the coolest part about this guitar is probably the fingerboard. So it's a 16-inch radius, which in and of itself is really cool. It's hard to find a 16-inch radius in a decent price point. For less than $100, that's something that I have on a compound. I have something that goes 10 to 16, but not something that's 16 all the way down. And this is very comfortable. Very nice radius. Fingerboard is super weird though. So this is not wood. Yeah, you heard that right. This is not wood. This is maple on the back with rosewood and the PVC material. That's right, PVC. PVC fingerboard. Now I'm sure some of you out there have played guitars with that style of fingerboard, or with that style, that construction I should say, and it feels really, really weird. It's very smooth. It feels good though, don't get me wrong. It feels like a well-polished wood board. Now I don't know how long it's going to hold up. You've seen old plastic before, so bad stuff can happen to it, but I think it's cool. I mean, for what I paid for it, I think it looks awesome. Now, I like to mod my guitars, and this is called a custom zone. So there are a few things we're going to do to it, and there's a couple things that we're going to point out about this specific guitar that I received in the mail today. I'm sure you've already noticed a couple of the things. Let's throw it on the bench and get started with that. Now we've got it up on the bench. Now this guitar, originally stock, it came with 2 humbuckers with non-adjustable pull pieces, but this one, adjustable pull pieces here. This one has a cover and it says Duncan Designed. So it looks like one of the humbuckers that would come out of something like a Squier Vintage Modified or something like that. Those are really good humbuckers. So these are not the stock humbuckers as far as I can tell. These strings look like they've never been changed, ever. They are in horrendous condition, and everything about this guitar is dirty. The bright color helps hide some of the filth, but I'm sure you can kind of see just by looking at it from here that it looks kind of gross. So let's get these strings off of here and let's take a look and see what these humbuckers are. Okay. I simultaneously love and hate when people mistreat their guitars like this. I hate it because it's a damn shame that things that were nice couldn't be kept in good condition, and I've got to fix it. But I like it because it allows us to find good deals. As long as it's fixable, then I guess it's a good thing that people don't appreciate what they have, so those of us who do can try and restore them to their former glory. So I got all the strings off. I'm not going to clean anything yet. I'm going to go ahead and take these humbuckers out, and we're going to see what we got. Okay, so the bridge. We have a Duncan designed HB103B. And from what I can tell, this is an OEM humbucker that comes in things, or used to, I should say, come in things like Jackson's and Ibanez's. It's basically an import version of the Duncan Distortion. So that's actually pretty cool, because that's the kind of music that I would want to play with this guitar. So seems like a good upgrade there. This one on the other side, the neck, no serial number. It just says N. So this is either stock, which I didn't think they came with adjustables, but maybe. But this is either stock, or it's just a no-name off-brand humbucker from Amazon or out of some other guitar. So yeah, pretty excited about the Duncan designed one. But this one looks like it's nothing special, just your average neck pickup. So I'm going to screw these back down, we're going to flip it over, and take a look at the pots. Let's see what's hiding in here. Okay, well, that is a standard looking import switch. It looks like we've got some 500K mini pots. That's it. Nothing really to write home about. But, what do you expect? Not really disappointed. Not really excited either. But whoever had this guitar before did a pretty good job wiring the switch. The pots look a little bit messy, but serviceable. There's some nice tape on the back of this, though. So that should keep it from humming away. Gonna put that back on. While we're back here, here's a closer look at that Trem block. Real skinny. You've got your 3 springs here. I mean, again, nothing special. It's interesting there's all this paint spatter in here. But on a guitar like this, that's fine. It's supposed to look crazy, and that looks pretty crazy. The first thing that I want to do to customize this guitar is knobs. So I got these cool knobs here. They're plastic, but they're neon green and sort of transparent. I thought those would look pretty cool against this color. So this stock came with these like black steel knobs. I guess they added these later. Whoever bought this guitar before me put these on. So a couple ways you can get these off. Get a tool like this. Now I'd only do this to a guitar you don't care so much about, that isn't super expensive or nice. So these are for getting pins out of an acoustic guitar bridge. It's by Music Nomad. It comes in this kit that we use all the time on the channel. But you can use this. You can stick it underneath the knob and you just kind of super, super easy, like that. All done. See, wasn't that easy? So you take these, and it's got an Allen wrench, comes with it. Now, if you have split shaft pots like these, all that means is you line it up so that the little screw is facing where the split is. Okay? And then when you tighten it in, it should go into the little split in the pot post. And that will help hold it in. You don't want to do it too much because this is plastic. That one's in there pretty good. So then you grab your other one and you do the same thing. So you line it up over the split. That. And you tighten it. Not too much because you don't want to crack the plastic. That looks good enough to me. All done. I think it looks pretty cool. The next thing we're going to do to customize this guitar is install these. These are fret markers. This guitar doesn't come with them. So when we come back, these will magically be on this guitar. If you want to know how I put these on, watch the video that's linked on the screen right now. We made a whole separate video just about this one part. Man, I can hear the future boos from down here and back here. Look, I decided to put these decals on here because when I'm up playing, I don't want to lose my spot. I know I've got the ones on the side, whatever, but I don't want to be in the middle of a solo and be like, damn it, if only I'd had that marker, I wouldn't have screwed it up. Who cares? Nobody's going to know anyway, and I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, I know they're from a signature guitar, from an Ibanez gem from '88 for Steve Vai, but hey, I like Steve Vai. He's a really cool dude, and I think it's pretty cool that I could put something he designed on my guitar. So, there. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and clean this up a little bit before we put some strings on it and see how it sounds. Alright, so here it is, all done. I think it turned out really, really well. It looks really, really cool. Now, I apologize that there's a gold Trem arm here. It should be black to match everything else, but the black one's actually in a guitar case somewhere. I'm not quite sure where it is at the moment. So, gold's what we're going to have to go with for now. So, yeah, I think it looks really cool. Now we're going to see how it sounds. Keep in mind that the humbucker that's in the bridge position right now is not stock. But, you know, I still want to hear how it sounds. I'm sure you do too. I think the neck is stock, but we'll see. This is mostly going to be my idea and explanation of how it feels to play and to get around on this neck. So let's go ahead and stop talking and just start playing. So listen to this. I'll tell you right off the bat that it feels really smooth. Like when you're moving down the neck, that PVC really feels different than wood. It feels easier. The radius is 16, and you can tell. It's real flat, real fun to play. I believe this is stock now on the neck. isn't. I think it sounds great, but sounds and feels like a stock pickup, about what you'd expect, but on the good side of what you would expect. You could expect something pretty terrible. This isn't terrible. It's actually usable. I don't really see myself changing it. Trem feels pretty good. I don't have any major issues with it. It's easy enough to use. It sustains decently well too. That could be the pickups, but you know, it works. This arm wasn't made exactly for this size, so I can't really judge it 100% based on the arm I've got. It's a little loose, but here it is again, just using the Trem. It's a keeper. Alright, so what do I think of the Dean Custom Zone? I think it's awesome. I think you should get one. If you can get one at a good price, that's not terribly expensive. If you can get one for under $100 like I did, don't even think about it, just go buy it. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much exactly what you expect to get in this price range, a Super Strat or a Strat clone with nothing special. But the thing is, what makes this special is the crazy color. There's the green, and then there's also an I think there's a pink one too, pink one. There's also one of these with a Floyd Rose with a maple board. Can't speak too much on that one, but the one with the PVC board, I recommend it. It feels really good. It's really fun to play. It looks really cool. Easily customizable, easily accessible controls, easily accessible pickups. You can put inlays on it if you want to. You can swap the tuners, whatever the hell you want to do. This thing, oh yeah, it's an A+. I highly recommend it. You should go pick one up. Even though the pickups I've got aren't stock, it would take you less than an hour to put something better in there. Or, in my experience, the Dean pickups actually aren't that bad. I've got another Dean that we're going to be reviewing here soon that is stock, and the humbuckers are awesome, and I am not going to change them. So yeah, there you go. Thank you very much for watching. I very much appreciate your time. Please like and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter, Big Jake Music. Follow me on Instagram, bigjake.music. Please use the links in the description if you want to buy anything from Fender or sign up for Fender guitar lessons using the new affiliate program status that the channel has. Thanks again. Appreciate it. See you next time.